Hey, what's up, guys? Another week finished. So, Monday, starting off, I did 4 sets with 330 pounds paused. I was supposed to get all 4 sets, 8 reps with 330, but I only managed to get the second set with 8 reps. The first and the third set, as far as I can remember, I only got 7. And then the fourth set, I don't know, I think I only got like 6 or 5. I can't really recall how many it was. But after that, I did some banded push-ups with a thicker band than I usually use. I have like 2 orange mini bands from Elite FTS that normally I use for everything. But this time we switched it up and used some different resistance bands. I will say that this helped my shoulder tremendously just by like doing negatives at the bottom for like 5 seconds or whatever, and then coming back up and just going slow and controlled. I did have to use wrist wraps because it was bothering my wrist when I was doing the push-ups, so that was the only downside about doing those. On Wednesday, since I'm doing every other day again of working out, I went for a rep PR with 510, and I managed 9. The goal was 10, but I basically just gassed out after 7 reps and noticed that I was getting a lot slower, so I only managed to get 9 complete reps, but it's still a PR, so that's good. Usually I have a difficult time when it comes to doing high repetitions with heavy weight, so pretty happy about this because about like a year ago I could only do 405 for 9, so that's a big improvement from 405 to 510. After that, I did some box squats using a 12-inch box, and then I added a 45-pound bumper plate, which adds about 2 inches extra, so it's like 14 inches in total. This was a lot harder than usual from what I have been doing with the 18-inch box squat, and then the bumper plates on the floor making it 16 inches, and also using the flat bench for doing box squats as well. But I managed to get through it. I stuck with 405 for both sets of 5 reps, I believe it was. But this definitely just like hammered my quads and my glutes. Didn't feel it as much in my hamstrings, but normally when I deadlift a lot, I feel it in the hamstrings a lot more. So after that, took the next day off again, benched more, paused benching with 380. Goal for this was 5. Only got to 4 because I didn't have a spotter, so I didn't want to risk it. Was stubborn and not satisfied, so I tried it again, which I should have just backed off. And I basically almost ended it right here because the bar would not reach the rack, so I just had to basically ditch it behind me. But after that, I was supposed to hit this set right here with 370 pounds for 5, only managed 4, and I'm just basically blaming that on the 380 second attempt, because after that I couldn't hit 5 for any of my other pause sets. I had 2 sets of 5 for 360. I only managed 4. as well on both of those sets. So yeah, just basically took away all my strength and energy on that second attempt, which is why I should have just backed off after the first attempt. But it is what it is. Gotta live and learn. So still the PR, I'm pretty sure, even though it's not the goal that we wanted to hit. But after all that, did 3 sets of 10 with 110 pounds. Only managed 9 reps on the last set. I was supposed to do a pause at the top and bottom, but this was the last set, so it was a lot more difficult to pause it at the top and bottom. But still did my best to complete it all and get it done. Since I feel like I struggled with this weight, I'll definitely have to work more on this exercise for sure. I just finished these deadlifts last night, which is 550 with the 2-inch deficit for 3. And I'm pretty sure that's a deficit deadlift PR. After that, I hit 2 sets of 6 with 455. I only showed the first set. I didn't show the second set because it was basically just the same thing repeated. But yeah, deadlifts are going great. Nothing crazy coming up for this next week. I'm basically just gonna be hitting the numbers that I've already hit in the past, but just to see what the speed looks like on those numbers. Like for deadlifts, it's going to be 620, which I've already hit that, but we're basically just going to see how much it improved by like the speed and the form and everything. And then for bench, I believe it's like a 440 single touch and go, which I've already done. So yeah. And then this is just a physique update that I wanted to show. But yeah, that was basically it, guys. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.